To stop saying cracker, but
What about the other word?
what word?
Whitey.
It's whitey.
Do you think Whitey kind of hurts me? Like cracker doesn't hurt me. But if someone was like, you fucking Whitey.
Why is that the one that gets you?
I don't know.
That's funny. Fucking whitey.
You honky. I'm getting my...
Yeah.
Are you recording?
I am, yeah.
Oh. I'm getting my hair cut next week.
How short you going?
Not very.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be like down here. Because right now it's down here. It's really bad.
You got that hippie do.
Yeah.
I need to get my hair cut. It's starting to become unmanageable again. I think I got my hair cut on the second episode, or between the first and second episode of this show. And that was the last time.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah. I don't get my hair cut often. It's like, I fucking hate dealing with it. So it's just like, get it cut whenever I need to. And it's usually like once every half year. When did we start this show?
We took a bunch of breaks. So it's hard to
I know there was
remember.
the last big break, but I feel like it was...
well, you were sick for like 2 months almost.
Oh, true.
I think we started it once I quit my job. By the way, you're listening to We Quit Our Jobs, episode 11, I think.
We're both gainfully employed.
Yep. We sold out. We might have started in October, now that I think about it.
That sounds about right.
October, November, something like that.
I know it was about when the store opened that I'm working at. We started in end of August, so yeah.
Hey, we're here. We're back. I do have an old episode that I never finished editing, so we have one before this one that's still coming out. But
is that going to be 10?
That'll be 10.
Okay.
I think. Or maybe this is 12. I don't know. We're here.
Numbers are hard. To be honest.
Welcome to We Quit Our Jobs. Now formerly known as We Quit Our Jobs. We might have to change the title now because we both have jobs.
Yeah. I had a job since we started.
I know, but it's so catchy that we might as well just keep it.
Well, if you think about it, it came from us quitting our jobs. So,
right.
Yeah.
And we both found better jobs.
Yeah, way better jobs.
So I finally got a job as a... I still don't know what I'm doing. But I have to get my New York State guard card, so...
So you are a security guard, yeah.
It's sort of security, but I'm not like... I'm not physically assaulting people legally. It's not like I'm a it's an art gallery, so it's nothing huge.
You only fight paintings? Like, what are you trying to say?
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to deal with high school kids and
Because
art
you know
people.
the favorite place to hang out for the high school kids is the art gallery.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Oh, no.
Do you get a billy club?
Imagine, I bring my own. I bring my own nightstick to work.
You have a gun?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, my set is a little chaotic. I'm looking at it in my screen and realizing I'm pretty.
Yeah, what's going on the roof there?
Where?
Like,
Over here?
yeah.
That's a hole. I think I hit it before.
Okay.
But
Like in like
it's
Kyle
been there
Mountain
the
Dew
whole
range, or
time.
like.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I haven't even touched my camera in months, so this has been like me adjusting it and pushing it out of the way, and now. But actually, they won't even see the hole because you'll be there. That's where I'm gonna put you right there.
Oh boy, I love covering up the hole. So you've been security guarding. How long have you been there now?
I haven't done it yet.
Oh, so you just got the job, like literally.
Last week.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm doing a training of some sort next week,
Okay.
and then the place doesn't even open until May.
Oh.
So
you're chilling for a while, jeez.
well, I think I'm gonna be doing something in between now and May.
With them?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, hopefully I'll be working or doing something before, because I'm running out of money. I'm running out of money.
I'm working 2 jobs and I'm running out of money. That's video games.
What, should we bring up the topic?
What topic?
You wanted to bring up?
Oh, sure. So, you know, we got to, 9 episodes? And we were like, oh, shit, let's take a big break.
Yeah.
You know what show didn't take a big break for fucking 11 years? The good old guys at the Comedy Button. And they finally were like, it's been enough. We all have kids now. Well, 3 of them have kids. And, like, they're all married now. And, yeah, they finally decided to quit that show. And that's, like, it's a show, like, for context. Like, obviously not a lot of people know what the fucking Comedy Button is. But, it's a podcast that I was super into, in late high school, all the way until now. It's some
It was probably a big catalyst for our friendship. It wasn't how we became friends, but it was like
we
definitely a big
bonded
part
over
of
it.
Yeah.
I remember listening to it in like a we had like a phone in the car on the way to Wolf Island once, and it was you, your dad, and me. And I think we had a headphone splitter, and I think 2 people were sharing one pair, and then like I had like the other pair, and we were all just listening to this fucking show. And that was the one where they talked about Anthony's teacher like giving a blowjob to a turkey or something. That was your dad's introduction to that horrible show.
Oh man,
I miss that shit. That show was so funny. But yeah, it was a show that we both bonded over a lot, and they finally called it quits after 11 years, and yeah.
Yeah, I've been talking. Well, I was talking to my friend Alex because he's been re-listening to the whole thing, and I think he's going to be a guest on our podcast at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we're back, we're going to have some guests going for sure. But we were rewatching all the Teen Zones.
Dude, me too.
Oh my god, there's some of the craziest fucking videos, like
They're
avant-garde
so
art pieces.
They're so dumb but so good. The best one is what is it called? Cooking. Like, that is the best one by far, man. Like, I love that one. It's so funny.
And the one where he's outside with the fucking bottle and smoking cigarettes.
That's part of that one. Yeah, that's
yeah. Oh, yeah. So good. So good.
Mom and Dad are gone, so he broke into their shit, smoked all their smokes, drank all their wine, put the smokes in the wine. Now we got a keepsake.
Oh, so good. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back and re-listen to the whole thing.
Good luck. That is 550 hours, not counting the extra episodes.
Yeah, well,
and the episodes that are over an hour.
Oh God. Well, it'll be worth it.
Yeah,
even if I give up.
I guess you could have one earbud in when you're guarding the paint.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good times, good memories.
What's your favorite part of that whole show? Or
the Buzzballs? That's like the most memorable. Is all the alcohol costs they had. I'm trying to think.
So funny.
See, it's been so long. I really got to go back.
Remember, you got a Buzzball, and because of that fucking show, and we drank that shit.
Yeah, we're still copying that at some point, and we're doing an alcohol cost.
Really?
I'm gonna send you a bunch of shitty alcohol in the mail.
No. We'll do that in person.
How fun would that be?
That'd be amazing.
Oh man, I know where to get Buzzballs. I have a Connect for Buzzballs.
The fucked up thing about that show is that it completely desensitized me to the term alcoholicost. I was telling Emma, I was showing her some of those old videos, and she saw the alcoholicost videos, and she was like, "What's the alcoholicost?" I had to explain. It's just when they drink a bunch of booze together.
Wine 11.
Wine 11. That's so fucked up, man. So fucking funny though.
I feel like there's not enough Joe Rogan doesn't do fun stuff like that.
Yeah,
I wish podcasts would do cool, fun
events.
Fun events, yeah.
Yeah. They were really good at just not giving a fuck, but also giving enough of a fuck to do cool stuff like that.
Yeah.
You haven't listened in a while, have you?
No, it's been a long time.
One of the last
5 years.
One of the last special things they did was they all played D&D together.
Oh yeah.
And it's honestly it's as funny as you'd think it would be, you know?
Yeah.
Just given those personalities.
Who's the DM?
Who do you think?
Ryan Scott.
Of course it was Ryan Scott. Oh.
What a great fucking show. Oh.
So good.
Rest in peace. One of the earliest, greatest podcasts. That was the first thing. They were the first ones to blow up on Kickstarter.
Kickstarter and Patreon. And Patreon.
Which is just crazy. That they sort of made they definitely made Patreon popular.
I think Patreon would have definitely still been as big as it is right now without them, but they were the first ones to do it for a podcast.
Yeah,
really big. Obviously Kind of Funny does it now too, but Comedy Button was first. So
well, everyone has a stupid fucking Patreon.
Yeah.
Sort of a joke now that you have to have a Patreon.
Yeah.
We have a Patreon.
Do we actually?
Technically, I think I made one at some point.
Give us $1. We'll say one swear word for each dollar.
Fuck.
Are we really? Okay, Colin, I don't know if you understand. We've watched that show an alcoholocaust would be horrible.
Yeah, that would be.
You really want to do that?
Well, first we have to like introduce some other people. Like we got to get some of your friends involved and some of my friends involved, and then everyone has to sort of join forces. So it's not just you and I, sadly, drinking fucking shitty alcohol in a room together.
I do have some
we, have,
friends who would be down.
we have to expand the lore a little bit of this here show.
Okay.
Which is my new one of my new missions. I'm hopefully not gonna be like the worst, most busy person in the world. But I'm gonna try and start setting up some like some fun things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
You're a little blurry.
Am I? Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know why it's blurry. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like we should have more special, like our best episode ever. Well, the two best episodes were half planned topical episodes.
You mean animals?
Animals and the history of politics.
Oh yeah,
online politics. Yeah,
dude, those are like by far our best episodes. Yeah.
Which yeah, I'm gonna think of some more ideas. Probably just more like online. Like I love online history so much at this point.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like Sam Hyde. Like, do you remember Sam Hyde?
No. The name's slightly familiar. Hyde.
He's like sort of an alt-right guy. Or he used to be. I don't know if he is now. But I started watching his content recently again just because he did the that TED Talk where he like crashed the TED Talk and wore the Roman armor. And like he was like he faked all his credentials to get into TED Talk. And it's like one of the funny. You've never seen it?
No.
We have to watch that at some point.
How you crash TED Talk?
We're gonna have a Sam Hyde episode because he's like a internet lore god. Like there's so much content there for like a whole episode of the podcast.
Yeah, you gotta teach me about this guy. He seems interesting.
Well, his other thing is like some of his fans, like anytime there's a school shooting, they'll put out like these things where it's like Sam Hyde did it. And it's like, and like he's been on CNN like reporting like some man named Sam Hyde killed was the Sandy Hook shooter. Like crazy shit like that. And it's like really crazy. And like it's been going on for like 10 years and it's still going on because there was this one where it was like it was like Samuel High, it was like some Ukrainian name and it was this guy that had like bombed a bunch of Russians and it was like they just photoshopped a really shitty picture of Sam Hyde and a pilot thing. It's so funny. I have to yeah, we'll definitely do that.
I really want to learn about this guy now.
He had a show on Adult Swim that had some good bits.
Oh my god. Wait, he had a show?
Yeah, on Adult Swim.
But wait, so he's this like alt-right guy?
Yeah.
And he had a show on television?
Yeah, and it got canceled after. Well, it got canceled because he was a
Nazi?
a bit of a Nazi. Yeah.
No, oh my god.
Yeah, there's this bit on the show that he like got Adult Swim to pay for, and it was like a kids show where they were the people dressed up and everything, and it was called Jews Rock.
Wait, What was the contest? Just
It was just a kids show, but it was like a little song. You know how they have that stupid like they're all dressed up in animal costumes
yeah.
and they sing. It was like that, but the song was Jews Rock.
Like, is he it just like super like Zionist, or is he like
No, he's the opposite.
okay? So okay. Well,
But it was
some right people do really like Israel. So I don't know.
no, he was like he was sort of anti.
Why would he make a song called Jews Rock then?
Uh, it's his absurdist comedy. It's kind of if you saw it, you'd be like, oh, yeah. It's kind of
So it's just making fun of Jewish people.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
What a fucker.
I mean, it's strange. And these days, I don't think these days he literally was on a boxing event with KSI.
Wait, like the Creator Clash?
Yeah. No. So, oh my God. So, Creator Clash, he tried getting in, and iDubbbz did a Oh, there's so much lore. There's so much stuff. So, iDubbbz did a documentary on Sam Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
You know how he does those documentaries?
Mm-hmm.
And Sam Hyde, like, completely fucked with him the entire time. And it was, like, it was honestly it was so, like, amazing. The amount of work he put in to fucking with iDubbbz. And it, like, blew up Sam Hyde again.
Wow.
And then he tried getting into Creator Clash because he was, like, already a boxing guy. But there was drama and stuff. And then
It
so
doesn't that
instead
only help the Creator Clash? Like, I guess if he's
it only helps Sam Hyde.
okay. That's funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of boxing, did we have an episode since I went to chess boxing?
Yeah, the last one that's not out.
Okay, that was like our
Was,
last episode then.
Yeah.
Did we talk about chess boxing? Because that was crazy.
I think so.
But yeah, I got to go see a bunch of YouTubers and people beat each other up. Twitch streamers.
How was it?
It was fun. It was a good time. My friend Strawberry just had tickets, and they're kind of, I don't want to put all their business out there, but they are financially okay, so they can just do whatever they want. And so they were like, "Hey, my girlfriend doesn't want to go. Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Oh,
and so we just went.
That's awesome.
And we spent less than 24 hours in LA, and we just went to chess boxing. And I saw a friend of mine from the internet that I known for like 10 years, and hung out with her. Slept for like 3 hours in the hotel, and then went back to Colorado.
Did Ludwig's girlfriend create the Streamy Awards?
I think so, yeah. Cutie Cinderella, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's so wild that they just like made a award show for themselves.
Ludwig and Cutie, they both just make stuff. Like chess boxing was Ludwig.
Yeah.
Ludwig did the a big Smash tournament. 2 big Smash tournaments last year. Yeah. And he's also now co-owner of Moist Esports, which is like having a ton of success in esports. So
is that what's his name?
Charlie, yeah. Yeah, they're
not
like
a huge Charlie fan these days. I don't know why. I think he's so boring.
Yeah, I never understood the appeal of Critical, honestly.
I liked him before he showed his face.
I was subscribed to him, and then like all these people are talking about Charlie, and it's the Penguin whatever fucking channel. I didn't know that was Critical for the longest time. I don't remember when I subscribed to him. Like,
oh yeah. Well, I subscribed to him freshman year of high school, so 2013.
That's probably around the time I subscribed. What was he doing back there? I can't even remember.
He was doing kind of like better version of Leafy is Here sort of content.
Wait, really?
Where it was like he would like commentator sort of.
Okay.
I mean, it's basically what he does now, but now he has a face cam instead of gameplay.
Yeah.
You know.
Really? Is that what he was doing back then?
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Um, which was probably pretty interesting for a freshman in high school, but
man. But nowadays.
as now a freshman in the real world, I not as interested.
Fair enough.
Um,
Yeah, he's not my type of content. Honestly, Ludwig isn't either.
not me either.
I just
But
like
I
that
haven't watched a lot of Ludwig, to be fair.
he apparently was like Melee, but then branched out to Twitch and like did other stuff.
He had like a political channel, but it was like such shallow. I watched some of it, and it
Wait,
was
he
like so
did?
shallow. Yeah, I think he still does, but it was like pretty shallow, like takes.
Like
Where it was like,
even more shallow than like Hassan and fucking Ethan Klein.
yeah, well, I mean they're just stupid, like Hassan and like I feel like Ludwig was like not even like no one could attack Ludwig's opinions because they were so unless you were like a crazy like far right guy, you couldn't really disagree with him on anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he's just so milk toast.
It was like Russia is the bad guy in the Ukraine versus Russia war.
Wow. So brave.
Yeah. Like Ben Shapiro is not a nice guy.
Wet ass P word. Fucking Ben Shapiro, man.
Yeah, more sophisticated. I watch Destiny. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Fucking hell, man. We need to get my friend Kate, actually Strawberry's girlfriend, to come on here because we talk about Destiny way too much, and she's like the number one Destiny stan. Like all of her political opinions, I swear, like come from Destiny. Like, and she just loves like Destiny. It's insane.
I would like her to explain the Destiny Mr. Girl drama.
Yeah, I would too. I don't really know what's going on with that.
That was a wild thing.
I really don't keep up with Destiny like that anymore. I think I watched one video of his recently, and it's because
this guy, this weird pedophile guy, who I thought he was cool because he was like an outsider. Like I like the weird people of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of why I like Sam Hyde because he's just a weirdo. Like even if I disagree with most of his political takes, I'm just like drawn into these sorts of people.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, I thought he was cool because he was like free speech, but also like a left winger. But he was like, you should be able to do. I don't know. He had like interesting takes, but he was I don't know. He had like a weird falling out with Destiny, and now he's apparently writing a piece on why Destiny is a rapist or something.
Oh, okay. I do know a bit about that drama. Yeah,
and all the Lavloon stuff, which is very funny. The most hated woman on the internet.
Who?
Lav.
Is she the one that like said that Destiny was like pushy with her or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
But it was all made up or something.
I did hear about that. There's something going on with that. Yeah, but we should get Kate on here. She'd be she'd fit right in terms of like the topics we talk about.
Yeah, we should schedule something.
Sure, I'll ask her. She's not a huge fan of cameras, but she might just be a voice appearance.
Well, I'll put like a little avatar on this side. It'll be like a versus symbol, and then Lamar versus
Kate. Chill. She gets enough of that in tournament. Actually, no, she beats me sometimes. It's annoying. But let's go on.
Yeah, let's step away from.
I hate
Twitch people. I hate all the streamers.
Do you not like any of them anymore? Like any of them at all?
Except for Vash. Vash. He's my favorite streamer.
Really?
No.
I'm pretty sure I know like you're not a huge fan of Vosh.
He lost all his fucking fans, didn't he?
Did he?
I don't know. I think he's pretty... I haven't heard from him in a long time.
I haven't either.
Uh,
It's kind of like basing your entire brand on hey, I will say things that aren't true if they further what I believe is right. Maybe doing that is not sustainable, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many dumb people on the internet. But the fact that Hassan has so many followers.
He's interesting because I did say that he had pretty shallow political opinions, but I think he's actually pretty decently knowledgeable. I just think he's like not as knowledgeable as people like Destiny. Even though I agree with Hassan's conclusions a lot more than Destiny. I think Destiny is really
no.
I'm definitely more of a socialist, so I guess I would say that.
I always go back and I'll be like, oh, Hassan's not that bad. And then I'll find like a clip and it'll be like, oh my god, he's insufferable.
Well,
he's like,
yeah.
I have to disagree with everything he says because he's so fucking stupid.
See, especially with Vosh, like Vosh is like the method he gets to his answers is not correct, but I agree with his answers. So, like I can acknowledge that. And I think like Destiny's method is actually the most solid of like all the debate streamers, but his answers aren't the most correct. But at least he's like logically like consistent for the most part. But yeah, I think Hassan is like he is not like the most smartest person, but he doesn't pretend to be in a lot of ways. I don't watch much of him, I guess, so I'm not like very knowledgeable on the subject, but it seems like he doesn't debate people anymore, which is good because he's not good at it. And yeah, I think it's good that he sticks in his lane.
I just saw his like cracker thing.
Oh, on that word.
We can say that word. We're on YouTube.
Cracker.
Oh, I'm
whoa,
offended now.
Whoa.
Whoa. Who are you calling cracker, motherfucker?
Amazon. Hey. I'm just recording, FYI. With Colin.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. I'm back.
Colin says, I'm here, I'm back.
What?
He says, I'm here, I'm back. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
were we talking about?
We were talking about Hassan.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that guy. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
What else?
You were a big Destiny fan, though, for a very long time.
Yeah, for like 3-4 years.
You're the one who showed me Destiny, so...
I mean, he was very interesting. All of his Nick Fuentes stuff, like back in the day, Nick Fuentes stuff was really cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. The way he like basically just shattered, because that was like that huge wave of right wing stuff, and he was just like so easily, just like destroy all of them.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting to me.
Mm.
But now he's like, I don't know what he does. He's like a weird open relationship guy.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, that's his entire thing now. It's like he debates about it, and then he gets in drama based on it. Like
He is like on a lot of those shows, right? Like Sneeko and shit like that.
But then like the other half of his content is like the drama that unfolds because he's in an open relationship.
Yeah.
So that's like his entire thing now. And
It's not.
nothing like I don't have any like well, I have some personal opinions on it, but overall it's just a snooze fest of a thing. Except for this Mr. Girl stuff. I'm intrigued by it.
What made you not a huge fan of his? Just the change in like what he was talking about?
I think it started like over COVID when he was doing the N-word stuff. That was like a turning point where I was like, I get the point, but it's so. I just feel like at some point I realized like that all of it, most of it is meaningless
Mm-hmm.
and a waste of time.
Fair.
That's sort of where I'm at with it.
I
It's not that I dislike him; it's that it's boring.
find him very interesting because he is probably the best at deconverting people who would say they're fans of like Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro, Daily Wire people, PragerU people.
Yeah.
He's the best at deconverting people like that. And I think that is such a valuable skill. Like such a valuable
But he doesn't
skill.
even try and do that stuff anymore.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
maybe he does with like the Sneeko and the
Well, they're more like manosphere
Fresh and
people. They're
but I don't think he's like changing minds with those things. It seems to be he's like
yeah.
I don't know.
Like those people are messed up in a different way, but they're like kind of removed from politics in that way. Like I feel like they're like they are obviously like central to or not central, but they are important to politics in a certain way, but like they're not like what he was doing with like political streamers back in the day. Like
Yeah.
it's very different. It's definitely a different audience.
Yeah, they're mostly like they're not political. Yeah.
Yeah.
The audience itself is like not political.
Yeah, but it's also
More
valuable, like because he is a voice of reason. Although I don't like a lot of his relationship takes, like or just like dating takes and shit like that. Like he's got some bad takes there. That's actually the one thing I can convince Kate that he's wrong on is like some of that stuff.
He's such like an outlier that it's
Oh, amongst that crowd, yes.
yeah.
Again, he's really good at deconverting people from the extremes, but then when it comes to like actually finding like what's true and like the good positions, like the correct positions to have on topics, I feel like he's not that good at that.
And I also think he's he probably does too many drugs. That's like a huge part of his lifestyle now, and that's like
What does he do?
it's like frying his brain. He does a lot of psychedelics, which I like psychedelics, but like in moderation.
Yeah.
I think he does a lot of coke, which just ruins your fucking brain after a while.
Psychedelics are like the only one I'm interested in, honestly.
Yeah, I mean uppers are. I've always thought like at some point I was like, oh, he's definitely on something. Like even in some of his debates, like he'll be like so fried that I'm almost sure he's on cocaine or he's on Adderall or something, you know?
Yeah.
But
Adderall would make a lot of sense.
yeah, I just don't know why. I don't know. He's just weird. I'm not into that lifestyle at all.
Yeah.
I'm a much more conservative at in my personal life, I guess.
When it comes to like drugs and shit.
Well, like drugs are fine. I like drugs occasionally, but I don't smoke weed anymore. I drink.
Really? You don't smoke anymore?
No, I don't. I think it's
Wow.
such a horrible. I'm actually anti-weed now.
Really?
I'm not anti-legalization because I think
Or
I'm
illegalization.
Like, I think everything should be decriminalized.
Yeah.
Like, we should just get all those people out of prison.
Yeah.
But
But you don't think people should do it? Like, morally?
yeah, I'm pretty.
Or
No, not even morally. It's just better for you to not.
oh, okay.
Like, since I quit, I'm remembering things better. Like, it's crazy, like how negative those side effects are. But at the same time, it's like if you use them in moderation, it's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Or it's not a
Not always a
net
good thing, but
negative.
yeah. I whenever I talk to my mom and like drugs come up, she's like, "You're in Colorado, go smoke some weed or do an edible or do something." And I'm like, I'm just not interested. Like,
I would say, like, if you do it once a month, it's not a problem.
yeah.
But I have friends that do it like daily.
You used to do it daily?
I used to do it daily. Yeah, I have very close friends. My girlfriend is a daily smoker. I think it's just like once you're a grown up, it's time to stop. I don't know.
So when your brain is like all developing and stuff, that's when to do it.
No, definitely not. I'm pretty anti. Yeah. I'm anti habitual anything really.
Really?
Yeah.
I've started drinking more. Like I'm not huge on it, but I've been like having drinks with my friends while playing games some nights, or we go bowling and we have like a drink or two.
Well, I drink on the weekends. Like,
Yeah.
I drink heavily on Saturday nights, but
With people or
yeah. No, alone in a cold, dark room.
I mean, I just had to make sure, man. I just had to make sure.
No, sometimes drinking alone is okay.
Yeah, of course.
Not as a habitual thing. I think if you're drinking every night, you're an alcoholic. You know?
Yeah.
If you smoke every night, you're a cool guy.
Are you vaping still?
Yeah, I'm so highly addicted.
Yeah. I should have
something
seen it.
I want to quit, but nicotine is different.
What about it?
Nicotine is different from other drugs. It's more of a I do need to change the way I use it. Like I think it's more of a meditative drug. As far as when I used to smoke cigarettes, like going outside and having a cigarette was a moment of
Peace.
anti-anxiety and peace. Yeah, and almost meditative as far as. That's what I've actually been meditating every day. I'm doing like 30 minutes plus of meditation.
That's good. I need to get back to that. I was doing really good last summer, but I stopped recently. I tried to do it more. There's like this hill in our neighborhood, and like walk to the top of it. There's a rock, and I like to sit on it and just fucking chill.
Yeah, I mean, I have the Calm app because I got 3 free months. With my Xbox subscription, and I'm on day 50.
Jeez.
In a row, and it's a good healthy habit to have.
I think it is.
I've been trying to get into transcendental meditation, just because like all this cool smart people do that.
What is it?
I don't know. It's like a specific type, but you're supposed to pay for a class.
Oh.
It's a little cult-like, but it's so many like cool people do it, like David Lynch, Jerry Seinfeld, Russell Brand before he went crazy.
Are you just naming like late 90s, early 2000s celebrities?
No, I mean, yeah.
They're on an infomercial and they're like, try this fucking meditation.
Well, but David Lynch is like he's basically put his reputation on the line.
for it because
Wow.
he believes in it so much, and he's like a genius in my mind.
Okay.
So yeah, but I think it's like $150 for the class.
Jesus.
It's a 3-day thing, but yeah.
Isn't it crazy how meditation works though? Because like it really makes you like understand the power of the human brain, you know?
Yeah, seriously.
Like you just feel more like in tune with yourself, and like you can really convince yourself of like I something that meditation taught me is that I can convince the brain can be convinced to believe anything. Like
Yeah.
that's why we have such a problem with like misinformation, because
Mm.
you can literally just believe whatever you want and your brain will like make it true for you. Like
Yeah.
it's really weird.
Yeah, I mean, like, even military breathing. Like, if you do the military breathing, like, 4 times in a row, your anxiety goes down.
The in through the nose, out through the mouth.
No, it's like, so it's like it's a double snort. It's like in through the nose, you breathe deeply in through the nose, and then you do a little extra, and it opens up that little bit of
What?
your chest. So, can you hear me doing it?
I
It's
can't. I'm not really hearing exactly the
Oh.
rhythm.
Well, you'll hear it on the podcast.
Okay.
But it's like breathe in deeply, and then like right before you hit your peak of like breath, you go and you add like that little extra oomph, and then you breathe out really slowly. And if you do that like 4 times, like your stress levels decrease rapidly.
And that's a technique they teach in the military? Is that why it's called that?
Yeah, I think the SEALs do it.
Okay.
Which makes sense because, like, if you're under fire, like,
You need to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned how to, like, calm down my anxiety through breathing, but it was literally for, like, Smash. Like, I was studying that stuff to lower anxiety while doing Smash, and obviously it led me to like meditation. It led me to a lot of other practices that are just good for like living a better life. And like it's just crazy that I was like, how can I be better at Smash Bros? And then I like discovered like all this stuff that's really like life changing and like really interesting.
Yeah, you should get. I mean, Calm is $60 a year, but it's worth it. I'm gonna pay for it once my trial ends.
What exactly does it do? I know it's like a meditation app, but does it just play stuff for you or
They have like a guided
meditation?
They've timed. So yeah, it's like this cool lady talks to you. I'm like really good friends with her now. She's talked to me for 50 days straight.
Wow.
Pretty cool. But yeah, I use that. They have a lot of soundscapes on there. They actually like started putting video game soundscapes on there, which is crazy.
Really?
So they have like a Halo map, but it's all the ambient noise from a Halo map. So it's like you can hear the woo of like a thing going by and all that stuff. But I sleep to that stuff, so I honestly use the app for like 8 hours a day.
Jeez.
For like sleep, and then yeah, my screen time on my phone is crazy because it's like 15 hours a day.
That is. It's like 8 hours a day. You're like doing this stuff, like.
Well, no, most of it's sleep.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
I'll have the soundscape playing all night.
That makes sense.
Like I like waves a lot when I sleep. But yeah, I use the Calm. I usually do like one 15-minute meditation, and then I'll do the time meditation for another 20 minutes or so.
Cool.
Yeah, but they have a lot of interesting stuff on there.
the way I do it, I don't even like have like a guided meditation thing. I just try to like do it by myself. And I think it's probably harder because I find it really difficult if there's like anything distracting me. So maybe I should try Calm.
Do you ever use headphones? Or do
No,
you use
actually,
earbuds?
I'll literally go on a walk with my headphones on and listen to music until it gets there, and then I take them off, and then I try to like
Oh
meditate
yeah.
without it.
Well, these are not these headphones, but my other headphones are like great for because they're noise canceling.
Yeah.
So I'll like sit in the park when it's nice out.
Mhm.
I'll just put the guided meditate or the time meditation on for like 10 minutes, and I'll just sit there. And it'll be a really nice experience. There's a little bell that tells you when it's over. It's not like
Wow.
an alarm.
I should try that. I found these fucking headphones. They're like workers like headphones to like block out the sound of like a fucking
Oh yeah,
a fucking like what are those fucking things called? Jackhammer. Yeah, jackhammer. I found them like biking to work one morning. And they have like Bluetooth and everything. They're fucking awesome and they're super like
Oh,
noise canceling. So I might try those. Actually, I might do
Yeah.
that like right after this cuz
you can get a month. I think you can get a month free. I got 3 because it was something through Xbox.
yeah, you
Yeah,
said
'cause
through
I
Game
paid for
Pass,
gold.
right? Or
Yeah.
that's crazy.
But yeah, I would just try like the first 7 days of Calm, because even like that, even if like you don't like it, it'll give you some techniques to like body scanning is really nice. Like when you actually like try and think about how you feel, like at the top of your head, all the way
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
That's something my therapist like was showing me how to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I learned a lot of it through 8 years of therapy. So I already had some of those skills, but it's like it's nice to be like told when to do it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We are sponsored by the Calm app. I think that honestly, I would love to be sponsored by the Calm app.
That'd be cool. We might have to stop saying cracker, but
What about the other word,
what word?
whitey?
It's whitey.
Do you think whitey kind of hurts me? Like cracker doesn't hurt me, but if someone was like, "You fucking whitey,"
Why is that the one that gets you?
I don't know.
That's funny. Fucking whitey.
You honky. That's the other one.
Sorry, man.
Uh,
You know what? It probably isn't something I should say on the podcast, but fuck it. I've been trying to get Emma to say the N-word for so long. She just won't do it. She's such a sweetheart. But then, yeah.
Sometimes I'll just whisper it to Ellie by myself. No one's around. I'll just whisper the unforgivable word, just to watch white girls cry.
To watch her
Or
cry.
Yeah, I love watching people get offended.
That's so
That
funny.
is I haven't done that in a long time, but
You've
occasionally-
actually done that.
occasionally I get off on that. Yeah, it's not I feel like it's not racist. It's not racist when I do it. And I diversify.
What do I say to that?
I diversify my slurs.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got Chinese food today. You know what I'm thinking? That's horrible. That's horrible. We are
No,
not
I love,
sponsored by Calm.
I love Italian slurs because Ellie's Italian.
Oh, get him!
So I'll just go Guinea.
Wow.
I'll bleep it. I think that's okay, right? We can still be racist towards Italians, can't we?
I don't know, because I feel like
I like Mick, but that doesn't offend anyone anymore.
I
Mick.
feel like when, like, back in the day before there were white people, Italians used to be like really discriminated against.
Yeah, Irish and Italian people were like not white people.
Yeah, which is funny because Irish people are the whitest people.
But
But
they have red hair.
yeah, music with the devil in them or something. I don't know.
Is that is she Irish?
Emma?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course she is. You could fucking tell.
You just gotta go, you dirty Mick.
No.
What now? What now? You have to egg her on.
No. She's too sweet.
Yeah.
But it's funny, it came up to my mom that I'm trying to get my sweet girlfriend to say the N-word. And my mom was like, your dad used to try to get me to say the N-word. So it's just a generational thing, man.
Yeah. It's so funny.
And it's fucked up, so I'm like, okay, my mom won't say it, my girlfriend won't say it. Kate is the next closest white woman in my life. And she's a Destiny fan, so she has opinions on the N-word.
She's like,
she don't say it.
Oh man,
like,
I'll say it. You want me to say it?
Sure.
I'll stop recording right now.
Actually, it's so funny.
I won't say it publicly. That's Destiny's take on it. I won't say it publicly, but privately.
Well,
it's perfectly fine.
That's Kate's take too. So
yeah. And she won't say it.
She won't.
That's sort of even more racist, in my opinion. That you hold that. If you have the opinion that it's okay privately, but you still won't do it, that's
how dare they?
That's racist.
How are you gonna keep that from us? Like, come on. I was in a car full of smashers once going to some tournament, and it was like me and 3 other people, and we were talking about the N-word. And I was like, my opinion on it is that context is everything. Like, if you say it, but you don't mean it in that hateful way, then I don't care at all. And so they were like, one of them was like, so I could say it? And I was like, yeah, I literally would not care if all of you said it. And not a second passed before all 3 of them just said it.
They've been waiting. They've been fucking waiting.
Yeah, that was like that fucking white, like, hatred just bubbling up. Finally, like,
well, you know, I love hip hop music. I'll say it occasionally with the songs.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
I'm saying it in a loving way.
Oh God, I'm sure Thomas Jefferson was too.
I feel like the least racist way to say the N-word is to make white liberals uncomfortable. Like Muhammad Ali would be proud of me for doing that.
Honestly, I think that's the best way to use
it.
What a fucking...
No, I actually I don't use that word ever.
Really?
Never.
Okay.
Never publicly.
Just walking it back. You're like getting caught in a lie and just walking it back. I've never heard you say it.
I've said it to you.
Have you?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
I think I've hard R'd in front of you before.
See,
I don't use the hard R because that's a rough one. That's like saying cracker with a hard R.
No, it's not.
That's like honky with a hard Y. Honky. You damn honky.
What's a
Yee,
soft
yee.
Y?
Honky.
Honka? Tonka? What's this episode going to be called? Racial slurs and ripped comedy button? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I mean, it was gonna come out at some point. We were gonna have to talk about racial slurs.
At some point they were coming out, they were bubbling up.
And it's not the last time either. Do you say the N-word? A
Yeah.
lot?
Not a lot.
Do you say it publicly?
Yeah. Anything to get one up on white people. Hell yeah.
Do you use it in a friendly manner, like towards other
Yeah.
African Americans?
Yes.
What about other white people? Like, you're my...
No.
No?
No. There's one guy from the East Coast who is in Denver. His name's Willie Wickerson. He plays Smash. He comes to my tournaments all the time. He's the loudest, craziest motherfucker, and he's like the one person that'll get me into that mode. Like, there's this thing when you're mixed, it's called code switching, and so like if I'm around white people, I'm like how I usually am. But if I'm around, my dad did this shit too. Like, if you're around black people, you code switch. Like, you completely change how you talk.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. And Willie does that to me because he's just like one of the dudes from Buffalo. Like, well, you know, the Buffalo Smash scene. You've seen us. Like, white people are a rarity. So yeah, like
It's like that Obama sketch on Key and Peele. Yeah, I love that shit.
The Obama.
The one where he's like shaking people's hands, and then you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
What's up, my brother? That was. I love that.
Such a fucking great skit.
I was watching Community again. Have you ever seen Community?
I love Community. Yeah,
It's one of the best shows.
I love that
ever.
show.
Ugh.
It's really fucking good. It's better than Rick and Morty. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get how there's such a big fan base for Rick and Morty compared to Community when it's like easily the better Dan Harmon project.
Yeah, I'm so over Rick and Morty.
Same.
I really want it to be done with. Apparently, they're doing a Community movie still.
Yeah, they announced that this last year, right?
Yeah, thank God Justin Roiland got canceled because now that stupid fucking show's almost over with.
They said they're still doing it.
I think they said they're gonna run out they're gonna run out the episodes they owe Adult Swim,
Okay.
and then they're done.
Fingers crossed.
I never disliked Rick and Morty that much, but I never really liked it. Like, I liked when I watched it, but I was never a huge fan.
Well, the fan base is all really annoying people.
Yeah.
It's sort of like how South Park is all shitty fan base, but that's like one of the greatest shows.
Does South Park have a shitty fan base? I don't really know.
They did back in like 2008, 7, 6.
Really?
Yeah, like remember it was like every circus thing had like a Cartman doll that you could win at the circus, and then
Yeah.
it was like all these like actually like racist people that probably didn't get the joke. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I totally agree with that little plump man.
Yeah.
He speaks just like me. Fucking racist people.
But Rick and Morty is like, I don't know. It was good for 2 seasons.
It's just so underwhelming, I guess. Like, I don't know. Everybody talks it up so much, and it's just like it has its good moments, but it's just like whatever.
Well, I tried the Justin Roiland game. I played that for like 3 hours. Without Dan Harmon, Rick and Morty would be so fucking bad. It would honestly be like one of the worst shows ever. Like that shit was so unfunny to me. The video game.
Really?
Yeah, it was just all like everything was voiced by Justin Roiland,
Yeah.
and everything that wasn't was way better. You know.
I saw clips of it, but it was obviously clips, but it looked like kind of interesting. Like I like that the gun is like talking to you. I wish there were more like narrative based games that did kind of that idea.
Yeah, except then like the joke is funny in clips.
Yeah, but
Then
it's the
imagine
whole
playing that
game.
for 20 hours or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can imagine where that would get annoying.
Yeah.
You
And they have
want
like skits that go on for like 20 minutes.
really?
It's like the same shit. Yeah.
The reason I want that though is because the best game of all time, Kid Icarus Uprising, is like that.
It's like what?
It's constantly talking to the player while you're doing like the gameplay.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love that game.
Yeah, but it's like when you hear like, oh, use the glob shot for the 12th time. You're like, okay. Ah!
Well, that's like typical video game annoying shit. Like,
Yeah. But that's a
use-
lot of the game.
use your exo boost to fucking kill the dragon. Like, okay.
Yeah, that they do have the Red Letter Media thing. I did play the game enough. Do you know Red Letter Media?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
They're literally there's like a thing, a side mission sort of thing,
Mhm.
where you literally watch like a shitty movie with the Red Letter Media people as aliens.
Oh,
I think it's all three of them. It's pretty cool.
that's actually really neat.
Yeah.
Do I know Red Letter Media?
Yeah, sorry.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
One of the
My
most
bad.
iconic, like those Star Wars reviews, like started like parody reviews.
The internet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, they started like online YouTube like video essays, and they did it better than most people like ever do now. Like,
I mean, oh, it's so good.
so
I
fucking
just went and rewatched them all, actually. They're
yeah.
still fucking funny.
The Star
Yeah.
Wars one specifically,
Yeah, yeah.
they're so good.
Yeah, like that's like some of the great old internet content that. Trying to think. And all their new stuff is really good too. I actually like they're one of my favorite YouTube channels.
Yeah, their new stuff is still really good too. Yeah, like they're so good.
If you really want like a funny video, look up Rich Evans is Defeatable. It's just them shitting on the one guy from Red Letter Media for like an hour. It's the funniest shit in the world.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
He's kind of the Ryan Scott of the group, right?
Yeah, but he's like more self-aware.
I'm. Yeah, actually, that's
No, Ryan is kind of self-aware, but he's also like, not. Like he actually lives that life. I feel like Rich Evans doesn't actually live that life as much.
that cartoon disaster.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I did that a couple days ago. Like Emma was doing some shit. I used to do it to you all the time. The fucking just like
Donkey Kong?
fucking cartoon disaster.
I still have moments like that.
Yeah. We all do.
Yeah.
We all do.
We had like a horrible ice storm, and I like ran out of a car. Like I went because I couldn't fit in the car because I'm like too tall for the back seat of any car now. And so I like forced myself out of the car, and there was no ice on the floor, and I still fell and like fucking bashed my leg and got covered in swamp water.
Oh no.
I was like, wah wah wah. I just heard you sing it from the heavens.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Yeah, we all have our cartoon disaster moments. You know, you gotta.
what else?
Well, we kind of went full circle. We started with Comedy Button, and we're ending kind of on that.
I know. Yeah, I love Comedy Button. That's what I'm gonna. Here, I'm gonna do it right now. Actually, I'm gonna look up my podcasting app. Do you use Apple Podcasts?
Not anymore. I do Spotify.
No, I don't. I don't have ads off on Spotify.
Oh well, yeah. You're better off doing Apple Podcasts. But you should give the last episode a listen. Did you ever listen to when Kristen was on?
No,
Yeah, so they added
it's been like 5 years almost.
they added a new cast member after like a few years of Anthony being gone. And
Is this the final episode?
yeah. Well, there's going to be apparently like specials they do. Like they talked about doing another episode after seeing the truck fucking show, whatever it is. The monster truck.
I'm on episode 463, but I don't think I actually listened that far.
Holy shit. That's
I'm
like
pretty sure I stopped like 5 years ago. It's been like a long time.
you stopped in 2018. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think even before that, like around the time, like our freshman year of college, I was still listening to it, or my freshman year of college.
So like when I was my second
So
to last year.
2017, I probably stopped. Yeah.
Jeez. You should just give the last episode a listen first before anything else. It's a really good one.
Yeah.
You know, like it went all remote when COVID started, and it never went back until like the last episode. So
No, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah, they just did all
Damn.
remote, and that's when they added the new member, Kristen Van Der. Did you
I feel
ever?
like it would lose some. It would lose something. It's not in
Definitely,
the same room.
definitely. Like the energy was already changing on the show because you know Brian was a dad.
Yeah.
They were all just growing up, you know. So
I'm just gonna go back. I'll get to it eventually.
listen
We'll
to
get
the
to
last
it.
one first, though. Do it.
I don't even know how to get to the last one from here.
Scroll to the end.
500 episodes you want me to scroll through? Can I at least... I wish I could fucking go from... You know how you can, like, change it so it's, like, the most recent episode on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The grand finale. Brap brap. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I won't lie, I cried a little. I cried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cried when Red Bar came back. Because Red Bar died from a disease for a year.
Red Bar?
And he came back. Yeah. My other favorite podcast.
Red Bar?
Red Bar Scar Scrub.
You never told me about Red Bar.
It's hard to
Describe.
yeah, it's hard to I can't put him on to anyone. It's very difficult. He's like the last edgy, I don't know. We could talk about it off camera.
Okay. Should we
I think that was a great episode.
Yeah.
Another great episode. I'm also working on a new theme song. I'm finally making dance music again, so I have some theme song ideas.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I like the original theme, but I'm down to hear it.
Well, it's gonna be our theme for another 20 episodes probably, but yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, we never clapped. Fuck.
You'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. Bye, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us.
Actually,
whoever's
wait.
there.
We can clap right now, and then you just like line it up, right?
No, I'm not even gonna remember.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Bye.